Now, I want to take, if I can, the beginning of this show to scold the left people, if I may, because people, we have to understand something. It's not like we're that different. Sure, we disagree, on politics and stuff, but they're human beings. We're human beings. It's not like they're shooting puppies in the face. What? They are? Okay, maybe we aren't the same. Holy crud. I am not about to make this up. This is disturbing. It's Kristi Noem. So your standard vice presidential candidate for any ticket usually comes up with their book like Why I'm Best to Be Number 2. That's their book they put out there. All the arguments why I shouldn't be the top choice. And they talk about this. And so Kristi Noem has decided to put out a book. And boy, oh boy, does she have moments that she wants to share. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, a frontrunner to be Trump's running mate, admitted to killing her family dog for misbehaving.
What the?
Jesus. I'm not laughing at the dead dog. I'm laughing at this idiot thinking, yeah, this will win over the public. The Republican governor wrote in her forthcoming memoir, Not Going Back, I'm Going to Get That Dog. No, excuse me. Sorry, that's not the title of the book. No Going Back, the truth of what's wrong with politics and we have to move America forward by shooting it in the face. No, that shooting it in the face is also not part of the title. Dear Lord. But anyway, she has a book coming out. She admits that she had a dog, Cricket, had an aggressive personality and proved herself untrainable, according to excerpts from the book published by The Guardian. I hated that dog, Noem wrote, adding that, reminding me of the movie Arthur. You must have hated that moose. I hated that dog, Noem wrote, adding that the 14-month-old wire hair pointer was dangerous to anyone she came in contact with and less than worthless as a hunting dog. Well, how was she as a dog? I'm going to get back to this here in a second because this jackass of all jackasses needs to be taken down. And I have no problem doing it with 101 Dalmatians over there. The governor said she included the story in her political memoir to demonstrate her willingness to take on difficult, messy, and ugly tasks.
I read about.
Okay, you do not shoot the Speaker of the House in the face. You do understand this, Kristi, right? Okay. You watch Yellowstone. I get it. And every once in a while, they decide to solve all their problems, not through, I don't know, the courts or the legal process or just bringing a pie to a neighbor, but they pull their guns and start shooting everybody, which is really a really crappy way to say hi to the neighbors, if you just ask me. But I get it. You want to live in your fantasy world where shooting people is somehow a noble outcome. You're a psychopath, you twisted witch. I don't know what is wrong with you, but Dorothy, run fast. Wow. This is not like this leaked. She wrote this proudly in the book.
Trump and a puppy killer. There is your ticket.
We had Sarah Palin do a press conference in front of a turkey strangling machine. Remember that? Yeah. Turkey was flopping around into the hole. Turkey not flopping around anymore. Well, kind of flopping around, but it got a different flopping around at that point. Dear Lord. And she's like, she saw that video and she said, well, how can I one up that? By the way, this gets worse. I'm serious. She described an attempt to teach Cricket to hunt with other dogs, but instead the pup ruined the trip by going out of her mind with excitement, chasing all those birds and having the time of her life. When I go to the park with my kids and I see my kids having the time of their life, you know what I don't do? Shoot them. Okay. I want you to be in business analytics. How dare you kind of have fun and run around? Noem unsuccessfully attempted to bring Cricket under control using an electric collar, but she said the dog escaped her truck and stopped to, as she stopped to talk to a local family on the way home and attacked the family's chickens. Just like Trump. Sorry. Sorry. Those berries look good with ketchup. Sorry. Cricket grabbed one chicken at a time, crunching it to death with one bite. Well, like Donald. Then dropping it to attack another. Yeah, just like Donald. Where's my third bucket? Compared to the dog to a trained assassin or a dog, you idiot. She whipped around to bite me, Noem wrote. Well, because did you have the gun at that time? I'm Team Cricket at this point. Noem wrote, adding that Cricket was the picture of pure joy throughout the incident. And you saw this. You said pure joy. And you said to yourself, you know what I got to do with this? I got to shoot it in the face. At that moment, Noem wrote, I realized I had to put her down. Noem said she retrieved her gun and let Cricket to the gravel pit.
Not even taking it to the vet?
Not taking the vet. Just, apparently she sopranoed the dog.
Yeah, it sounds like a mafia movie here. We're going to lead the dog to the middle of the desert.
I'm sorry about your joy, but down you go. It was not a pleasant job. No, she writes, but it had to be done. And after it was over, I realized another unpleasant job needed to be done. Uh-oh. She then recounts how she killed one of her family's goats. Were you training that one to hunt? I mean, it's a goat. She described the goat as nasty and mean male that had not been castrated. Maybe, I'm just going to make an argument. Maybe the castration was kind of what made him nasty and mean. I'm just FYI. She dragged him to the gravel pit. Realized the nearby construction crew had watched her slaughter both animals before her children were dropped off by a school bus. Were the kids with you? Kennedy looked, oh, no, the kids were about to be dropped off. Thank God. Kennedy looked around and confused. Noem Wright describing her daughter's reaction. Hey, where's Cricket? Are you showing me joy, she said. No, she didn't do that. She did not do that. I guess if I were a better politician, she added, I wouldn't tell the story here. Okay, forget about politician. Let's go with human. All right. I have raised dogs. I've been raised around dogs my entire life. My dad was an exceptional trainer of dogs and had, world-class dogs that were very good at both duck hunting and pheasant hunting when needed. The training of this animal is the responsibility of the owner. It's not the dog's fault. You suck at training dogs, Kristi. And as opposed to admit that you're not very good at it, you just took the dog out, blamed it for your problems, and shot it in the face. And then decided to go get a goat for good measure. You are the bad person here. You cannot train a dog. And henceforth, as opposed to admit your failures and work harder at being better, you just basically decide, I'm just going to shoot it. Like I said, Kristi, that's not how the House of Representatives works, okay? You have a problem with the speaker, you don't say, let's head over to the gravel pit. No, you don't do that. God, dear Lord, is this disturbing. By the way, and it gets worse. It gets worse. I didn't actually have, my mom had a dog, a miniature long-haired dachshund named Otto, very cute little dog. We had to put Otto down, I think at 9 months because he got blastomyosis, which if you know anything about dogs, that's the black lung disease and there's no cure for it. He got it and he was dying. And that was a very hard experience. I don't brag about this. I'm not putting this in chapter 1, my death count of the book. It's a hard thing to do. What in the hell is wrong with you, Kristi, that you think this is a good story? Let me reel on in the the reader here with this. Let me reel on in here. As you can imagine, she is facing a firestorm of criticism for boasting that she basically shot the 14-month-old puppy because it was less than worthless as a hunting dog. On Friday, The Guardian reported the incident that Noem recalled in her book, off to the gravel pit, another day of sunshine. I can't say stuff like this, man. I can't. Dear Lord. It's like a Depression era book, man. It's like Sinclair Lewis wrote this.
This is by far one of the crazier political stories we've covered.
The book is called No Going Back. Well,
yeah. Very, very fitting.
Well, at least not for cricket. There's no going back. Holy God.